Welcome! In this tutorial, we're diving into how to master inbound and outbound webhooks in GoHighLevel. If you've ever wondered how to seamlessly transfer data between subaccounts or external systems, this guide is for you. Let's get started. Hi there! In this step-by-step tutorial, I'll walk you through setting up inbound and outbound webhooks. By the end, you'll understand how to send and receive data efficiently, automate tasks, and ensure everything is running smoothly. Let's dive in. Step 1. Set up an outbound webhook. First, go to the automation section in your subaccount. Second, create a new workflow and set a trigger, such as an appointment with a confirmed status.
Let's go to the automations and go to workflow, and we want to create an appointment. The trigger, we want to set up this trigger, appointment outbound. Let's say our trigger is appointment. Event type is normal and status is confirmed.
Third, add a webhook action and choose post as the method. Fourth, enter the URL where you want to send the data. This URL should be provided by the receiving system or subaccount. Fifth, save and publish the workflow to ensure it activates whenever the trigger condition is met.
Now we want to, since we want to use this subaccount to send the webhook, which is we're using for outbound, we will be going to webhook. Now either we can use post or get. If we are sending, we will use post, so we will be using post in this case. Now we need a URL. URL is the destination where we want to send this appointment data to.
Step 2. Set up an inbound webhook. First, switch to the receiving subaccount and go to the automation section. Second, create a new workflow and select webhook as the trigger. Third, copy the webhook URL generated by GoHighLevel. This is the endpoint where the data will be sent. Fourth, paste the URL into the outbound webhook setup in the sending subaccount. Fifth, save and publish the inbound workflow.
And now we need another subaccount where we want to receive that data. Again, we want to go to automations and create a workflow from scratch. Let's say appointment inbound. Here we will be using webhook, which is inbound webhook. So as I mentioned earlier, we need a URL to send the data. Here is the URL where we want to get the data. So we will copy this URL and paste here. Let's save this one, hit publish and save this.
Step 3. Test the webhooks. First, create a dummy appointment in the sending subaccount with a temporary email address.
Send this data to this subaccount, but let's test it with fetch sample. Since in this subaccount there is no execution data in this workflow, we cannot fetch a sample. So we want to fetch a sample. What we are going to do is that we are going to create a dummy appointment. Let's say create an appointment here, and to create an appointment we need an email address. We can create a temporary email address. Make sure this email address is temporary, and once you use this one you will never have access to this email again. So on 8:45 a.m. Wateeb Khan, my phone number is 9. This is not actual my phone number. So this is a dummy email that I created, which is a temporary email, and I am going to hit schedule meeting.
Second, trigger the outbound webhook by confirming the appointment status. Third, check the execution logs in both the sending and receiving workflows to ensure data has been successfully transferred. Fourth, review the mapped fields in the inbound webhook workflow to confirm that all relevant data has been received.
So what we going to do is that, as I said, there's no execution log or logs here, so that's why we are creating this appointment. because to fetch data here we need something here. So Right now it should, as you can see, we have created an appointment here, and let's go back here and fetch that data. Here is it. So right now, as you can see, the first name, last name, and full name, email address, phone number, all this is the data that we need to map now.
Step 4. Map and format data. First, use custom fields in the inbound workflow to organize received data. For example, map fields like first name, last name, email address, and appointment start time.
So right now we can create a contact. So it's like we need to map this data with that inbound data that we will be receiving from another sub account. So let's say contact type. Our contact type will be inbound contact type. So it is like what type of contact it is. I mean, it is a lead or it's a prospect. You can write manually as well, but in this case we want to know what exactly it is in the other sub account where we are fetching this data. So we want to say inbound contact type. Same, we're gonna say first name, inbound first name, last name, inbound last name. We can say email address, we can get phone number, we want to get that appointment start time. As you can see here, I know the appointment is starting 8:45, so I want to get this data as well. So to get this data, if I enter appointment here, you can see there is no field for appointment. So for that I have already created a custom field, which is this one, a-time, which is appointment time.
Second, if needed, format the received data for better readability. For instance, convert ISO 8601 timestamps into a standard date and time format. Third, add a tag such as inbound webhook to easily identify contacts created through this process.
So to get this one, I'm gonna go to inbound webhook, calendar, and search for start time, appointment start time. Also I can get a time zone, and same thing, time zone. Here is it. So publish and save. So every time that appointment is made here, we will receive all that data here. But what we want to do, that to understand it, we will create a tag, add tag. So we would know that we are getting this data inbound webhook from inbound webhook. So we can create a tag. And in machine to machine communication, that time we will be receiving will be ISO 8601. We want to format that time into readable. So format date and time field, what we want to format is that start time, the field is appointment start time, because this is our start time. So right now okay, here it is. Let's save it.
Step 5. Automate notifications. First, in the inbound workflow, add an email action to notify users of new data.
Go ahead and email. We want to now write an email. So email, action name is like it is for us. We can say location name, from location email, subject will be testing webhook.
Second, customize the email to include map data fields such as the subject of your email, webhook data received, the body of your email, hi, your first name, your appointment is confirmed for start time.
Hi, contact, first name, your appointment is booked for as you know, we created a custom field for that for start time, and where it is, let's go with that. Should be in contact. Custom fields, yes, here it is. So your appointment is booked for it is the start time, and we also need a time zone. Let's say time zone, because as you know we copied the time zone. You can say time zone. Thank you. So we want to see if right now this webhook will work.
Third, test the email functionality to ensure it is triggered correctly and delivers accurate information.
So let's go back here, delete this email and change this one. We want to have a new email. We want to refresh this one and book another appointment to see if our webhook is working right now. So again, this is our outbound webhook. So the trigger is appointment status confirmed. Whenever somebody is going to make an appointment through webhook, we are going to send this data into this sub account, which is a different sub account, and here this sub account is going to receive that data, and then we work through map those fields here, and then we are sending email to this account, this contact, through this sub account. I hope this is making sense. I know this is confusing, but if you have any problem, make sure write in comments. I will be explaining you if you have any confusion. So let's test it. We want to make an appointment 9 a.m. Let's say Wateeb 9 Khan 9. So again, 044 dummy email will be this one. So if this is working, I should receive an email here. Let's confirm this one. I booked this appointment. So status is confirmed. Check execution logs. It went through here. It is working, and let's see if we refresh this one, and let's see if we actually receive the email. Let's refresh again. Here is an inbox, and let's see if we will receive this email. And by the time we can go back and check execution log here as well. Yes, it did work. Workflow is working perfectly fine, and here it is, guys. So we received that email from Big W's locksmith account. So I hope it makes sense. Your appointment is confirmed for Australian Eastern Standard Time. So as you can see, this is ISO 8601 time format that I wanted to change, but actually it did not change.
Benefits of using webhooks in GoHighLevel. First, seamless data transfer. Automate communication between subaccounts or external systems. Second, improved workflow efficiency. Streamline tasks like appointment confirmations and notifications. Third, customizable data handling. Format and organize received data to meet your specific needs. Congratulations! You now know how to set up and use inbound and outbound webhooks in GoHighLevel. With these tools, you can automate data transfers and improve your workflows. Have questions? Drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more guides, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.